EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. It's going to be a wet one. Here we go from the second city. He's to midfield. What a great return. All the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry here for Devon Achane. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
It's now 2nd and
6. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Here's Williams now to throw. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a give to Achane. We'll get this right to the 20-yard line. That's Marte Mapu getting in there and make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Throwing is Williams. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty flag down. A silly penalty may erase the turnover. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive.
That is caught side of the end zone. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown there. That is second TD catch of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll go play action with May. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Patriots first down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Again, it's Henderson. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he'll be taken down. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Patriots will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Boy Scouts who I be flip mode. With on, bunch of rhymes breaking down like this.
play fake. Williams hit, and he loses the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Run up the middle with Achan. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Robert Spillane spills him there.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burden. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Chicago.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
What is up?
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9.
What is it? Hold on.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achan. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive.
Number 32, Travion Henderson, the ball carrier. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job on the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw now, May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Patriots, first down.
Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. Off the play fake, here's May.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's complete to Diggs. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Remember, he has the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, New England.
Throwing is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd and long, here's May. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And now it's 4th down. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. Here's Williams. Now, a deep shot for Allen.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
At the Bears' 48-yard line.
Play action. Here's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. It's May. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 9. Douglas in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is May. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Here's Bryce Behringer now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And he'll get a few yards. On this return, up past the 15-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready to go. I got it, man. I got it.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift.
Swift, the ball carrier. Roberts Mullane on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready to hurry.
Now a give to Achad, heading right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Down behind the line
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Second and 10.
What is on?
On the handoff, this is Achane. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Bears first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
What is up?
On the ground, here is Achane. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7.
What is up?
A run here with Swift. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up first down.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal.
What is it on?
Here's Achane. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Joshua Farmer on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Patriots' 4-yard line.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Now Williams. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chicago. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Patriots 7. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, New England.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. May gonna look to throw. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is May. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
The Patriot first down.
Here's May again. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. Pickup of 46 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Now it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. Again. Of about 5. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now they'll run up. Oh, the ball's out. And this will be recovered by the defense, but they will not be able to do anything with it. Time has expired, and the first half has come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Gibson. Whoa! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First carry for Antonio Gibson. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this not going to work at all. He'll dive, get what he can. We're going to lose yardage on this play.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Off the play fake, it's May. He's got Douglas going deep, and this will be incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. Third down coming up.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Open man is Douglas. It's complete. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 9. On the ground, Gibson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Patriots going to use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down. Now May down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
Ready, set up.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He does does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9.
What is it?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Get this into the hands of Devon Achane. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A play fake. Now Williams. Catch made there by Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Not just the first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Patriots' 40-yard line.
Second and a yard. Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4th down territory, so I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down, but even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He's got Loveland free left side. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 20. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Here's a give to Achane. And he will get into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown Bears.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bears 24, Patriots 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Play fake. Here's May. A throw left side. Going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
noticed throughout the entire game, Mike, these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
What is up?
Here's Swift. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of
25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Chicago.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And some good blocking. Springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have to lead.
On 3rd and yard, it's Williams. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chicago. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Patriots 7. Santos to kick off.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Gibson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
pass completed to Douglas. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 47.
And in motion, it's Diggs. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Bears' 44.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 7. They'll go play action with May. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. On the handoff, Henderson. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll go. Here's May. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8. A run here with H.N. And he's going to take this all the way to the Bears' 17-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. I'll give up the middle with Swift. And he'll take this one in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. His second rushing touchdown of the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears stretch things out even further.
Bears 38, Patriots 7. Santos to kick off.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. That's a 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Got a man, good job coming back for the ball on the completion. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Patriots first down. Handoff, and it's Henderson. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's going to be taken down. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Diggs on the reception. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. On play action, here's May. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Just a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this point.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
What is up?
On the handoff, this is H.M. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd down.
Ready, sir?
Once again, it's H.M. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Patriots are going to take possession. Douglas in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That's to the right side and incomplete.
He's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You've got to capitalize and make those plays.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Gibson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's 4th down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Second and 11. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.